Hello friends, welcome to the practicals of fluid mechanics. In this session we are going to talk about the first practical of our fluid mechanics laboratory, and that is determination of kinematic viscosity of the fluid and the variation of that viscosity with respect to temperature. And with the aid of that viscosity temperature graph we are going to find out the viscosity index, where the term viscosity index is nothing but it is the rate of change of viscosity of the fluid with respect to the temperature. So that's what the viscosity index, and at the end of this experiment we will find out the viscosity index of the given fluid. Now the given fluid over here is a normal typical engine oil. We are having that engine oil over here. Perhaps instead of this oil you can use any oil for the measurement of the viscosity, and the instrument used for the measurement is the Redwood viscometer. Here is the Redwood viscometer. Now first of all let me explain you the setup. We are having a supply of 230 volt AC supply, and that is given to voltage regulator. That voltage regulator can be controlled with the aid of this knob that you can see over here. You can start, and the voltage supplied to this particular setup can be varied with the aid of this knob. Now next, this wire is given to one electrical heater which is fitted over here. The electrical heater is dipped into the water, and the heater, once the heater gets started, the water will get heated, and that heated water will heat up the well over here, or say it is a still barrel inside it in which we are going to pour the oil, right? So once that entire well, or so the entire vessel is filled with the oil, and that to up to one particular level, so oil will have certain temperature, and at that temperature the oil will get heated. We can check out the viscosity at different temperature, right? Now let me explain what is this setup. Now you can see here there is a well, and we need to pour the oil, this oil into this barrel, and after pouring it, and that too at up to one particular level, there is a one needle. I will show it at the end. And once you fill that entire well with the oil whose viscosity is to be measured, or say whose viscosity index is to be measured, then we are having a ball valve over here. At the bottom of this well there is one small pinhole. Through that pinhole the oil can drop down below that vessel, right? And to stop the flow of oil we are having a ball valve over there. This ball, now this vessel is cylindrical in shape, and at the bottom is not exactly flat but a conical in shape. So all the oil will be get accumulated at the base, or say the apex of that cone, and at the apex of the cone there is a small hole, small opening through which the oil can drop down drop by drop, right? To stop the flow of that oil at the beginning, we are using one ball valve over there. This is, you can see it's a spear, exactly steel spear, and when I release it, it can slide down onto the sloped surface and will set exactly at the top of the hole and will stop the flow of the oil, right? Now in this position we need to pour the oil into it. We need to pour the oil, entire oil, into this well. After pouring it at one particular height, we can heat up the oil with the aid of electrical heater. By starting the electrical supply, electrical heater will heat up the water. The heated water will heat up the oil, and the temperature of the oil will be increased. And to check out the temperature of the oil, we can fit up a thermometer over here, either a thermometer or thermocouple, and with the aid of the thermometer we can check out the temperature of the oil. Temperature of the oil is increased step by step. Let us say the first reading can be taken at, say, at temperature, room temperature, like 20 degrees Celsius. Then heater is get started. Here is the thermometer. You can see the thermometer has to be fitted over here at this position, and the bulb of the thermometer will be dipped into the oil, and that will indicate you the temperature of the oil, right? Now the first reading has to be taken at the room temperature, 20 degrees Celsius. Second, now for to take down the second reading, we need to start up the heater, heat up the water. Let the temperature of oil goes up to, or say more than 20 degrees Celsius, that is by 10 degrees Celsius, like 30 degrees Celsius. Take down the reading once again. Next, go for the next reading at 40 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees, 70 degrees Celsius. At a different interval of about 10 degrees Celsius, or say 5 degrees Celsius interval of temperature, you can take down the reading. Now what reading you are going to take down, or say how you are going to take down? Let us say at one particular temperature, say the room temperature is now fixed. We need to pour the oil up to one particular level. You need to put down this measuring flask over here at the bottom, exactly below that hole. Once I lift up this ball valve, the hole will be get opened, and the oil will start to drop down drop by drop, and will be get collected over here into this measuring tank, right? And in this measuring tank we need to wait till 50 ml collection of the oil. We are having a marking over here. We are having another flask over here. measuring tank over here 50 ml. So we need to wait till the level of oil into this vessel goes up to 50 ml. Now note down the time required for 50 ml collection of oil into this measuring tank, right? So after doing all this, we are having one simple formula that is related to Redwood viscometer. I will explain that formula also, and what calculation we need to do, that also I will tell you. I will explain it to you. But remember that what reading we are going to take down, this is the entire setup. We are going to measure the oil collected from the Redwood viscometer at different temperature, and we will note down the time required for 50 ml collection of oil, and that time t, small t, we are going to use into the Redwood's formula to find out the kinematic viscosity, right? So come over here, I mean, let us see what is this arrangement from a close look. Have a close look to that. See, here is the arrangement like this. So this is the cap, and you can see this is the ball wall. This is the ball wall. Okay, it's a spear, exactly like a spear. And I don't know whether can you see it or not. At the base, you are having a hole over there. I mean, you can see at the top. Okay, at the tip of this thermometer, there is a small hole, and when I release this ball wall, it will get fitted into that hole and will stop the flow of the oil. So once I lift it up, the oil flow will start up and will drop down into that measuring tank, and the the thermometer will be over here to measure the temperature. So this is the entire setup. Now in the actual practice, if I try to take down the reading, it will take down I mean about in the range of maybe 2 to 3 hours to take down the first reading. So we don't have much time. We cannot continue the video till all the readings. So I have simply demonstrated it. Once the 50 ml collection of oil is over, just stop the stopwatch and note down the time required for that much collection of oil. Next, increase the temperature of the oil by 10 degrees Celsius. Then again note down the time required for 50 ml collection of oil. Next, again increase the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius and note down the time required for that 50 ml collection of oil. And that time T1, T2, T3 at various temperatures you can note down, right? So this is all about the experimental setup and the procedure. Now, what calculation or say the theoretical background will come over here. Now this is the formula for the kinematic viscosity nu given by Redwood, and the formula says that the kinematic viscosity is equals to C1 small t minus C2 upon t into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per second. This is the kinematic viscosity of the oil at that particular temperature, right? Now where small t is the time, small t is the time. In the observation table, you know what is the observation table? At different temperature, let me show it over here, at different temperature, say temperature, where time period for 50 ml collection of oil will be over here. So if I take down the first temperature to be at 20 degrees Celsius, then the required time may be something, select time T1. At 30 degrees Celsius, the time required is T2. At 40 degrees Celsius, the time required is T3, and so on. And corresponding to this time, corresponding to this temperature and this time, just put on this value of time T1 into this equation at the place of T, you will get the kinematic viscosity nu. Okay, I forgot one thing to tell you, that C1 and C2 are two constants whose values are given by Redwood, and these values are over here. They are simply the constant. You need to simply follow the constant multiplied by that time T1 minus another constant C2 divided by the same time T1 into 10 to the power minus 6 will be the kinematic viscosity at this temperature. How this calculation? You will get the kinematic viscosity nu1. Take down second time T2 at this temperature 30 degrees Celsius, put on that T2 over here at the place of T, you will get the kinematic viscosity nu2. And like that nu3 and various viscosities at various temperatures. Next, now what you need to do is you are going to plot down or show the variation of kinematic viscosity nu with respect to the temperature. Now let us say for the first reading 20 degrees Celsius, I got at 20 degrees Celsius, I got the kinematic viscosity something over here. Next, when I increase the temperature 30, 40, 50, 60 degrees Celsius and like that, you will observe that the kinematic viscosity is decreasing. You will get the points to be something like this. And if I join all the points by a smooth curve, I will get the variation of kinematic viscosity with respect to the temperature. Now, at any of the points, say at any random point over here, if I take down the slope of this curve, If I take down the slope of this curve, to get the slope, I need to get a tangent over here, and to this tangent, if I take down the slope like this, say this is the angle theta, let us say this is the angle theta. This you need to draw, I mean, after drawing the graph, you need to get the slope by geometric method. You need to draw the tangent, physically you need to draw the tangent to the curve, and once you get the tangent, measure this angle made by the tangent with the positive x-axis, I mean, whatever the angle is. So I think this is nothing but the change in kinematic viscosity, and this is nothing but the change in temperature, delta T. So if I take down the slope of this curve, slope of the curve m will be equals to tan of theta, and tan of theta will be equals to, this will be delta nu divided by delta T, where the delta nu by delta T, that is nothing but change in the viscosity with respect to the change in temperature of the oil, or say whatever that fluid is. So this is nothing but the viscosity index. Viscosity index, abbreviated as VI. Now this viscosity index we are going to find out for that particular oil. By the way, this we have explained also, we are going to perform for one particular oil. Like that you can perform the experiment for various oil, even for the water also, right? So this is all about the redwood viscometer. I hope everything is clear to you. Thank you.